Hello friends, in today's video we are going to learn about basic sentence formation in English language. Sentence is how we express our views, our opinions, our thoughts in any language. So today we are going to learn how to form a basic English sentence. Well, a sentence is a group of words that make sense. Look at these two sentences. Rita drives her car. Drives car, Rita her. So we can see that Rita drives her car is a group of words, but it makes sense. Whereas drives car, Rita her does not make any sense. So a sentence is a group of words that make sense. It starts with a capital letter. It ends with a period, a question mark, or a sign of exclamation. There are 4 kinds of sentences in English language: simple, complex, compound, or compound complex. But in today's lesson, we are going to focus on simple sentences only. So a sentence is basically made up of 2 main things: subject, predicate. A subject is a person or thing that does something, and a predicate is primarily a verb. These are the 2 essential parts of a sentence, and well, they should be there in a sentence always, but there is an exception here. In imperative sentences, we have a verb, but we do not have a subject. Let me show you an example. Go. Go itself is a sentence if it is an imperative sentence. How? In an imperative sentence, we usually give commands or make requests. So if I'm asking you to go, it is a complete sentence. The subject is disappearing, but the subject is the person whom I'm talking. It means in this sentence, my subject is you. Likewise, run away. Now, run is a verb. We put a period, and this is a complete sentence. Bring me water, please. Again, the sentence is starting from a verb. There is no subject. The subject is you, and it ends with a period. It's a complete sentence. Now let's talk about subject again. A subject can be a noun, a pronoun, or a noun phrase. Whereas a predicate is basically a verb, but it can be a verb and a noun, a verb and an adjective, a verb and an adverb, a verb and an object. A verb is a word that expresses action or state of being. Now let's talk about the subjects in detail. So our subject is basically a noun, pronoun, or a noun phrase. Let's talk about nouns first. As you all know, noun is a name of a person, place, thing, animal, idea, or feeling. Look at these 2 sentences. Rita drives her car. Harry goes to school. In these 2 sentences, Rita and Harry are our subjects. Rita is the name of a girl. Harry is the name of a boy. And rest of these words are the predicates, and they start with a verb. Drives, goes. Pronoun as subject. Look at these 3 sentences. Harry goes to school. Harry likes school. Harry is a smart kid. So when we give more information about one subject, we do not use the noun again and again. Rather, we use a pronoun at the place of that noun. So the right way of saying this is Harry goes to school. He likes school. He is a smart kid. So this is how we use a pronoun as a subject. Now let's talk about noun phrase. Well, before we start learning about noun phrase, we need to know what a phrase is. A phrase is a small group of words standing together as a conceptual unit. So sometimes our subject is not just one word. It has to be more than one word. For example, look at this sentence. Miss Eden is my English teacher. Mahatma Gandhi is called the father of the nation. So in these two sentences, our subjects are Miss Eden, Mahatma Gandhi. So as in America, we call our teachers with their like last name, and we put their suffix, whatever it is, Miss, Mrs. So this is how we call a teacher. So Miss Eden, if I am calling my teacher, I'm gonna call her with these two words, Miss Eden or Mrs. Eden or Mr. Eden. And again, so this is a noun phrase. In the second sentence, our subject is Mahatma Gandhi. If I take away Gandhi, so we won't know who's that Mahatma. And if I do not mention Mahatma, we will not know who is that Gandhi. So by putting these words together, we know that we are talking about Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who fought for our freedom and who is called the father of the nation. So these two words make our subject complete. And here we are using a noun phrase as our subject. Now I'm giving you a quick test. Look at this sentence. Blank is sleeping, and try to put as many subjects as you can. You can pause the video and try to write as many subjects as you can, and then you can write those in the comments. Now let's learn about the predicate. As I told you already, predicate is essentially a verb. And a verb is a word that tells us about action or state of being. But it can be only a verb, or a verb and a noun, verb and adjective, verb and adverb, verb and object. Look at these sentences. Liz swam. Subject, verb. Complete sentence. Now look at this sentence. Tarun is a doctor. Subject, noun. Because doctor is the name of a profession. It is a noun. Robin, subject, is smart, adjective. And in these two sentences, our verb is, and this verb tells us the state of being. Cody, subject, runs, verb, slowly, adverb. Lakshay eats an apple. Subject, verb, object. There are two types of action verbs in English language, transitional and non-transitional. In transitional verbs, you always need an object because the action is done on an object. So our last sentence is the example of that kind of sentence or that kind of verb. Lakshay eats what? We need to know what is he eating. So Lakshay eats an apple completes the sentence. I hope you learned something about basic sentence formation in English language in this lesson today. And if you want to learn more, or if you want to practice this more, pick up any new English newspaper or any English book and try to figure out your subjects. Like, just check if your subject is a noun, pronoun, or a noun phrase, and try to see where is your predicate. a predicate always starts with a verb, and then try to figure out what the other words that are followed by that verb. That's all for today. See you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.